We good, we live.
Got sound and everything?
Yep.
Hey, Shalom. We're the brothers of the Great Millstone, the branch here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
Double honors into the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all our fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. Right to the scattered elect and our fellow laborers that are doing this work. To them we say Shalom. And it's just going to be open forum on. There's just too many subjects, too many things happening in the world to just pick one. And basically, we're in the time of Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble has begun. And if you think you're having a hard time now, things are about to get a lot worse. Right? I know the divorces are skyrocketing. Suicides are going through the roof, especially with Esau, but Jake doing it too, man. You know, I just watched a group of videos with this dude running down the street naked, acting like the Crayon video, running in the cars. Yeah. You know, Benji was telling me about some dude who jumped out the window. You know, people trying to stop him, and he jumped out anyway.
These motherfuckers are crazy. There's another one. This bitch ran up to this dude's car and butt naked. Climbed on top of his car. He had a sunroof. Climbed on top of his car. And this man's an idiot. He didn't pull off. And he recorded. She squatted, started pissing and shit on top of his car. Some random naked bitch. And there was another naked bitch in LA, Cali, wherever in Cali. She just ran up the street, butt naked. Trucking like T1000, perfect form. Bro. Dude driving like, what is that her mouth? Turns out the bitch just had a rat in her mouth. Like she had a whole mouse or rat, whatever her mouth, just running up the street.
That one lady,
man, these people are losing it.
Yep. It was one lady that was butt naked trying to get into Wendy's and lock the door. She was beating
I'd have locked the door on her too.
Crazy bitch. She was beating the door like
You can see the demons on these people. And the Lord is this is Isaiah. This is Isaiah. This shit is through. 66:4. I'll get this done to you. Oh, I got it.
He'll choose that delusion.
Yep.
Yeah. He'll choose that delusion.
Let me get that Jacob's trouble too real quick.
It's Isaiah 66:4. I also will choose their delusions. I will bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer, and I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before my eyes and chose that in which I delighted not. So the Lord is he's putting that gross darkness on these people, man. All right, they didn't want to serve the Lord, so now the Lord's taking away whatever little bit they had. And that's in the Gospels. How Shai said, "He that have will get more; he that have not will lose even that which he had." So these people, man, it's gonna get more bugged out here. All right, it's gonna get more violent. It's gonna get crazier. All right, hey, rape is gonna become fucking man on man rape.
Yeah, men are gonna be getting raped.
Men are about to be getting raped by other men. We just watched a video where a dude walked up, knocked the nigga out, then picked him up like a fucking suitcase and cut around a building, man.
Right, all right, running up to the alley, gonna run his pocket and run his butt.
He ran his butt pocket. Hey, that's judgment, man. Hey, the Lord's jacking these people up, man. The prophets been out here, they don't want to listen. So now what's left? Judgments.
You got the JT?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it. This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great. It says, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Yeah, we just watched a video where the woman, the doctor, what was her name, Jocelyn, was talking about the disproportionate effect that this virus or whatever you want to call it, I don't even know what to call it anymore, and how it's having on Jake, and that the essential jobs are some of the lowest paying jobs, but yet they're the ones at the highest at risk. You know, like your teachers, your doctors. I mean, not your doctors, but doctors too.
Grocery store.
But your grocery store people, just your everyday things, your bus drivers, things you need, your mail carriers, delivering and handling all the mail. The bank tellers, people those are essential jobs, you know, that need to be in place in order for this society to function. And it, quite frankly, it's turned out that they're some of the most valuable jobs, but they're also some of the most lowest paid, you know. And so on top of the you know, the fact that we have a system that's set in place to keep Jake as a second and third class citizen, and now you have this going on, you know, and then you still got Jake that's believing and running to the system for answers, like the video that surfaced of the guy getting a forced inoculation. You know, they vaccinated the dude. You know, he didn't want them to shoot him up with anything. And then next thing you know, you got like 7-8 men in the room, security guards and doctors and shit, and they basically tackle this dude and give him, you know, a shot that he didn't want to take. He didn't want those chemicals in his body, man. But you know, and it's like, well, why were you there in the first place?
Yeah.
Because you didn't trust in the Lord, man. This is Isaiah 30 and verse 1, and it reads. Well, you go ahead and read it, brother. Go ahead and read it. Read down to verse 3.
All right, Con. This is Isaiah 30 and 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt."
Right. So you run into Pharaoh who has enslaved you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for help from Donald Trump or from your governor or from your mayor. Those are all representations of Pharaoh, man. And Pharaoh has enslaved you and your people.
Yeah.
And oppressed you. So you still run into your oppressors for knowledge, for understanding.
For answers.
For answers. But you know what? But you, a lot of people, you're gonna know that a prophet has been among you, man, because the Lord's chosen. It's about to be shown who the Lord's chosen is, man. It's about to happen, man. What you got, Saint Ben?
This is Lamentations 4 and 17. "As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness." All right, so you keep going to the enemy, the same one that's been fucking us up all this time for help. Now look, man, they showing that they hunting you clearly. Right. They toss this 5G shit up quickly up in the so-called Negro neighborhoods.
And where they toss them up is where you had a lot of victims of the corona.
Right. And that's good for you niggas, man, because y'all scoff. Hey, look, the prophets been out there warned y'all. And then what? That corona started hitting or whatever it came. Niggas on social media, all black people can't get it. Everybody became a scientist.
They was on the bus saying it. I heard them saying it.
How many niggas you know? The melanin, they got all scientific, but the melanin in it, and you got this and the carbon base in your melanin, you can, like, they get the fuck out of here. Dumb nigga. They even saying about the radiation, like we the most carbon based people, so we can't get. Then why these motherfuckers dropping dead?
Mm-hmm.
That's that nigga knowledge, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
One
go
fish,
to,
two
and
fish.
go to right. Kind, brother. And to go to show you how docile and stupid Americans are, AOCs, they tearing them damn towers down, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Americans like dude who got knocked out and butt fucked. They just let the government and their mayors and their political leaders just screw them over and over again. I'm gonna tell you right now, if a lot of things that is done in America, if it was done in different places in Europe, man, cities would be on fire, man. Because them Europeans, they don't play. When you play with their money and their freedom, they go nuts, man.
Yeah.
All right, I give them that. They go nuts, man. But you know what? They're not bombarding them with chemtrails and all they food and fluoride in the water to dumb and docile people down.
Like Christianity.
Like here in America. No, the Christianity is everywhere. They still they high on the sweet Jesus. On the Cesare Borgia fake Jesus, but they don't have as much pollutants in their food and water as we do here in America that are chemically treated, basically castrating your mind, man.
Damn. We got a quick one for you.
Because the whole thing about Jake just gonna trust in this system of oppression. They think, well, maybe it'll get better. Maybe the stimulus check will come. Well, the next thing is gonna be the chip, man.
Exactly.
Right? That's how simple they're gonna be. This is Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou that trusteth in the staff of the broken reed of Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it.
Right.
So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Right? And these people trust in oppression, man. They think it's gonna get better. They're gonna put all their trust in this government. Like Psalm say, some trust in the horses and chariots. Hey, but we're gonna trust in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. And that's why the elder is saying the elect, the chosen of the Lord is gonna be known because the Lord is gonna take care of us. The Lord is gonna jack all you other people up. He said, I've numbered you to the sword for death and destruction, man. And this corona shit, you people going crazy. The next thing that's about to happen is mass chaos, where it's about to be riots, looting, things of that nature.
I don't know if I posted the video in the group me that I from Cleveland. Yagi sent me a video.
Yeah.
He was looking out the window. He saw the just one military vehicle pulled up. Now, of course, he the truth. He think they coming for him, but the bitch go around, bring out a box, take it across the street to his neighbor. They delivering food for the food pantry. The point is, they got the military, like in Arizona, they supposed to be stocking up the food in their grocery stores and shit. They got the military dealing with this food shit because they know when these motherfuckers ain't got the money to buy food or the food shelves run out, they gonna be jacking.
Yeah.
So they got the military handling this shit. They the ones bringing the food to the to their shit.
They ain't gonna run up on the military fast like that. Yeah, kind of, brother. And I noticed too, another thing too, is I've been going into the stores, is that the grocery shelves, the grocery stores they aren't stocked full.
Yep.
When you go down the aisles, man, they're not getting, and Barra did a video, Elder Barra did a video, man, how his loads are getting smaller.
Yeah.
When he's delivering. And that's the same report coming back, because we got quite a few brothers in the camp that deal with truck driving and that whole sort of thing. And that's basically what the report coming back from all of them. Hell, the brother Aisha, the Israelite brother, he told me that once that he drove a load cross country and then they turned around and sent the same load back. Right? And he said it was done for some sort of like insurance reasons or something. So basically these companies are doing all kind of slander and things. Not slander, but doing these under the table wicked ass deals just to stay afloat. Kind of like how you had certain Fortune 500 companies that were buying up their own debt and their own stock.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of thing.
The wise to it.
Just to keep it going. So he was like, wait a minute, this is the same. He didn't break the seal. He's like, this is the same damn load. Why did you have me drive this load all the way across country, then drive it back?
True.
So hey, this place is done, man.
Oh, just a quick side note, right? So, brothers know I work for the hotel. The shit got so bad in my hotel that they closing the hotel Saturday. Yeah. Nobody could get a room, no workers coming in, nothing. That's how much business is fucking dried up. But they got to shut down the hotel because they losing more money than they making money. It's causing them more money to keep it open.
And to pay the lights and the gas and things like that.
Yep.
And you work in a legendary, iconic spot, historical place here in Chicago, man.
Yep.
So, lots of movies and weddings and celebrities use that spot, man. Mm-hmm. I've been to a couple events there back in the day.
This Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It should destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
And which is something I've been trying to explain to my wife for a long time, who wanted things to be a certain way. And I was like, no, I can't. You know what? I'm uncomfortable. You're going to be uncomfortable too. It's just, I got to wait on the Lord. You got to wait on me. It's just, I can't do anything, trying to explain that, it's like, look, and none of us happy here. Yeah. Nobody. All right. This isn't the time for that.
Okay. You can't pour sugar on shit and call it a sandwich.
Okay. It's all polluted and it's destroying these people. You see what's going on in the economy. Everything is just falling.
Family lives.
Yeah.
You're right. You demon ass children.
Mhm.
You know, it's a mess out here, and it's getting, like you said, divorces are going up. You got rich people.
That nigga in the hand.
Go ahead, break it
Hey,
down.
not even divorce is going up, but these motherfuckers, hey, the Lord is plaguing their minds so hard. These motherfuckers are killing their wives, murder suicide, basically.
Mhm.
Oh
You just
yeah,
a
man.
couple
You seen
of-
that?
Because they don't want, and I already know that's an Edomite thing right there. Because especially
He said that better watch.
especially if Esau got a bad bitch, because he
Nobody
don't.
else
Hey,
from
hey, that like that book cover you showed me that said, "Daddy don't live here no more."
Oh yeah, that man.
And you got on the cover of the book.
Tyrone in the back.
Yeah, you don't even see that. I mean, you have to really look, but it basically it's got the mother and the two little kids on the porch, and Daddy's leaving with his suitcase, and the kids looking sad and waving goodbye. But then when you look real close, it's a nigga look like Eazy-E in the window with a hat on and some glasses. He inside the house. So basically, Daddy didn't got kicked out, and she didn't brought in,
Tyrone.
right.
Yep.
And that thing is that's what's going on, man.
These motherfuckers so bugged out. They that paranoia is kicking in, because now this has happened a couple times. These nurses getting fucked up. This man was married to a nurse. He killed her like you spread coronavirus. Killed her, killed himself when she came home. And they both got tested. And of course, they don't had nothing. He was just tweaking. Then on the bus, the nurses on the bus, just traveling, going home or going to work, whatever. Nigga beat her ass on the bus. You spread coronavirus.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah. Virus.
Hey, now, hey, yeah, they that rolling.
damn? That was a judgment, man.
The Avengers
You know what? Matter of fact, get that. That was the spirit of vengeance because he laid on sore strokes, man.
He just was some
She got some sore strokes. See, he's right.
Hey,
Hey, it could have been worse, man. The Lord was getting her attention. He could have killed her.
right.
You know?
This is Sirach 39. And I'm gonna start at 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, salt, flour, wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing.
Damn. And you need those to live, man. All those things will keep you healthy in the right quantity.
Mm-hmm. All these things are for the good to the godly, so that the sinners they are turned into evil. And Esau's doing that, man. All right, he's taking these things that you need and making it evil.
Making it evil, man. He's tainted it.
Yep.
You know, it's like he got to put a pork product or some sort of abomination in damn near everything that you eat, man.
But Esau also, hell yeah.
about
Fuck
turkey
the devil.
sausage and pork case.
But man,
Yeah, the
That all-
toothpaste.
yeah. And then also what you got Esau doing is he gave these people just free range, like no discipline. You can have everything you want, anytime you want, all the time.
Yeah.
Now he's taking that shit away. Because most of the shit is chemicals. He can still push this bullshit out there. But he's taking it away now, which means what? Esau, Psalm 64 and 5. He did a diligent search. He know how to get people to go off. He's taking that shit away. What's gonna come with that? Evil, violence. Motherfuckers finna fucking lose it, man. Esau wants that, or they'll have chaos.
Yeah. And Americans are some spoiled people who have a completely total sense of entitlement, man.
Yeah.
Americans have, even the poorest Americans have a sense of entitlement, man.
Yeah.
I was watching that movie War Dogs and watched Jonah Hill just push through all the people like Trump did. I went to the front of the line like, yeah, excuse me, get out the way, I'm an American.
Yeah,
Like that means I get to go first.
Right, on
The
Scary
bombs.
Movie. Remember he asked for some money.
I
So,
said,
like, so
$1.
she was like, "Here you go. Here goes a sandwich." He threw the sandwich in the back of her head.
Nah, I
Ask for
seen
$1,
that shit happen
bitch.
in real life.
Right.
Real
Right, here
life.
she is trying to be. I've had people do that to me.
Yeah.
I've had people do that.
Bitch.
I'm like, you know what? You know what? I got some food. I got a sandwich. I got an apple and an orange.
Money.
Man, I didn't ask for this shit. Man, I asked for God.
That's America.
She's like,
So,
what?
look, I just say,
But you just said you was hungry, bro. And I just produced. I went in my bag and gave you the food I was gonna eat.
I gave you some real produce.
yeah, man, this a poor man that is proud. That's in the streets, and that's all that's in America. Even like the bums that where we used to go teach about CVS, man. It was some of the proudest
Oh,
niggas you
damn.
ever meet, man.
That was them bums was crazy,
That
man.
was some of the proudest niggas.
Them niggas was buck wild, man, and they sitting there sleeping, shitting on each other, pissing on each other, coughing on each other.
That's how coronavirus got spread.
Them niggas ain't even got it. They ain't even got it.
Verse 28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. And we're in that time, we're at the end. So what's going to happen, man? Lord's going to pour more of that spirit of violence out on these people, on these animals. That's in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter.
Hey, just saw that video when that dog just out of nowhere attacked that Issacharite, was biting his damn leg, and the cop couldn't even get him off, man. All right? All right, he just, and then to make you go, hey, they don't give a fuck about Jake, man. This Issacharite is on the ground. This damn dog is ripping his calf to pieces. All right?
Yeah.
Ripping it, and they're telling him, don't move and stop resisting. It's like, motherfucker, I'm getting bit by your damn dog. And the dude, he wasn't being, he was complying and everything.
He put his arms behind
Yeah,
his
his
back.
ass.
I saw it.
Yeah,
The cop was being so unmerciful. I'm like, she been on the nigga probably deserved the judgment.
It was a judgment on him.
But he was being unmerciful as fuck. I'm like, damn, like,
You saw him
Man,
go.
put the hands on him.
Yeah, that dog gnawed on his leg for about a good minute and a half, man.
Yeah.
stepping on the nigga and shit.
Yeah, then he's stepping on his other leg, so he can't. So you got him pinned down, standing on his. He's standing on his leg, got his shin bone driving into the ground, while this dog is biting the shit out of his other calf. All right, and this woman is screaming, "Get it off, get it off!" And she wasn't making it no better because her heightened pitch and loudness was probably making the dog freak out even more.
Daily
Now,
condemnation.
you know, personally, man, I'd have popped out a knife and stabbed the damn dog in the neck. Right?
Fucking nose, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, fuck that dog. He'd have had to die because if that was a civilian dog, the cops would have shot him. Man.
Yeah, exactly.
So that dog wasn't fit for duty because you can't control this dog, man. The dog broke loose and attacked, and you didn't even give it. And then you couldn't get him off, man. That dog don't need to be you need to get back his badge.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Dog need to be a dog. You know what I mean?
Badge, your muzzle on the desk.
Exactly.
You would never work this time again.
Cats and dogs. The truth about cats and dogs. Yeah. They take the goddamn dog badge.
Tell you muzzle your badge.
Fire and hail and famine. Fire and hail and famine. Hey, that these radio frequencies too. You know, that's basically like you've been in a microwave, man. You know. Now we have the wildfires going out, but you motherfuckers are inside of a microwave right now. That's what's happening. Esau's turning the planet into a goddamn microwave.
Not to mention that he's still bombarding with chemtrails, so you have no idea. Because I believe he turned that shit up. You know, Elder Uriah and I were talking about that not that long ago. How the chemtrailing had been kicked up to such a high, and whatever they're putting in it is stronger now.
Yeah. Because
everybody was feeling all kind of weird sicknesses, and it was affecting people in different ways. Lightheadedness and dizziness and tired all the time. It's just, what the fuck is going on? And it was affecting lots of people that way, man. And so we don't know what the effect of the chemicals, the vaccinations, and the 5G and the corona. We don't know what the fuck that shit's gonna do.
They're probably linked.
it
Some
is.
shit probably
It's
sets
Esau.
off shit.
Well, because coronavirus, you know, y'all went into a coronavirus, been around forever. A common cold, that's corona. You know, you get a regular flu, that's corona. This is version 19. It's its own strain of it. It's a mutation.
God.
So who knows, man? On the Lord.
It's the plagues, man. Hey,
Yeah.
how about Shimei is getting ready to deliver the Israelites out of Egypt again, man. The scriptures say no longer shall they say Yahweh Shimei the Lord that brought you out of the land of Egypt, but out of the land of the north.
That's right.
All right. And when he brought the Israelites after the Passover, and it was just the Passover,
Mm-hmm.
all right, which is spiritual. All right. Now he's bringing us up out of this second Egypt, man. America. Mystery Babylon the Great, man.
Fire and hail and famine. That's next. Famine is coming next.
Yeah.
And death. All these were created for vengeance. Teeth the wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Mm-hmm.
They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So Lord is going to pour out more and more of that spirit of vengeance, man, because this is time of peace and his anger. It says in Isaiah the 10th chapter that his anger shall cease in their destruction. You know, the Lord's anger is gonna be taken off us and put on them, man.
God.
You
That's
know,
right.
and that means great violence is finna roam through the earth.
Great violence.
Death. Bitches getting raped, men getting raped. Clearly, this shit getting crazy. These sons of Baal, man. What it
Yeah.
happened in Genesis.
Yeah, all this single
Judges.
woman, all this I don't need no man, I'm doing bad all by myself.
You will
bad,
bad all by yourself.
Yeah,
bitch.
you're gonna be getting right, you're gonna be getting tossed. You know?
Not the way you want it.
It's not the way you want it. Right. You want to ride the cock carousel. Now the cock carousel about to ride you.
Shit.
Nigga Diego, you know.
I got a quick precept. Isaiah 65, verse 11. But ye are they that forsake Yahweh and have forgotten my holy mountain, and prepare a table for the troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. All right. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bound down to slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose wherein I choose that wherein I delighted not, which is what a lot of these niggas are still doing right now. You got all this famine, destruction, all types of crazy shit going on, and Jake still don't want to fucking listen.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
2 Peter 16. It says these things are meant for amendments, and they still won't do it. They ain't gonna remember. They don't care.
And they showed you in that movie, that last Purge movie, the first Purge. They said they called to commence the Purge. These niggas got together and had a damn party, man.
Big ass party
Right.
outside.
And you know what? Funny thing is that I'm trying to remember what city somebody was in Tennessee, but they were the police were apologizing for you playing the Purge
Yeah, the
sirens to announce an announcement, and they played the Purge thing.
Oh, they was playing it. Yeah, I remember that.
You know, they played it, right.
Social condition, social engineering.
Really, that's the vibration of this whole city. Well, America, that's the vibration of the whole city, man. Motherfuckers are ready to actual purge.
This is the beginning of it. They getting that pent up aggression. They sit in the crib.
Yeah, I got a client who's been texting me every day about can he asked me, can I go open up the dojo to you know, so he could train, because he's freaking out. He's like, I gotta get out the house, and I'm like, bro, I can't go open that place up. That ain't. I said I worked there. That's not my spot. And second of all, they'll take the license if we go open that place up, man. So you can't do that. He's like, I'm going insane over here, bro. I can't. I hate my wife right now. I gotta get out of here. This damn puppy. I picked the worst time to get a puppy. I'm like, man. I'm like, dude, what you want me to do, man?
He vexed. He
vexed, man.
He finna kill that bitch.
It's like that one you had, that's Richelle on the media, the fucking the dude, man, that I said, they're doing the suicide, man. More suicides in Tennessee than COVID-19.
Con, they weren't announcing that, man.
No,
That's happening.
They gotta hide it.
A lot of suicides, yeah, right. And it's funny how, you know, every death was somebody get 4 inches of lies, man, because these are just lies, man. But they're reporting they were just making people dying of other stuff. There was one nurse that reported how the person died of a bronchitis, and another person died of a heart attack.
Just say it's corona.
And in the morning, they had toe tags on that said that they died of corona. And so it's like, how the fuck you look? Remember when Michael Jackson died and all the investigation and the toxicology report got to come back? It takes on an average 2 to 3 weeks to get a toxicology report back on the death of a person. All right. No matter how they died, even when they got shot up, they still have to do a toxicology report. All right. And then when you get the official coroner report, that right. And then they announce what right. So you got people, you'll have 10 people die tonight, and then in the morning they'll all have toe tags that say corona. So how are they getting these toxicology reports over fucking night? It's bullshit. They're lying.
Especially considering
They're completely lying, man.
Then they tell you the test kits aren't even fucking.
They ain't got it
not
no
working. They some are tainted too.
If they're giving it to you and your skin is browner than the brown paper bag, they're giving you that shit, man.
Yeah, the Tuskegee experiment. They the first time they did that shit. But y'all still trust these devils, man.
They still trust them, and all. Did not Barack Obama make a public apology to the citizens of Guatemala? All the people that they shot the gonorrhea and the syphilis into their spines. They were shooting
This
right,
man's
and
mad.
then how they made the apology to the Puerto Ricans, so they went over there to Ephraim, and they injected cancer cells into their spinal cords, and then sat back and did an experiment. Everything's an experiment with this damn
just
devil, man.
search.
What do you think zoos and wildlife reserves? Why do you need a reserve when you just need to go let them be in the wild where they were in the first place? Why you got to build up a fence and then put animals behind it? You're going to pull them out of the wild and put them behind a fence. So everything's in captivity, man.
Yeah, they killed.
You know?
A couple months ago, a couple months ago, they killed like 3 mountain lions because they said they were behaving in the wild, in the fucking preserve. They killed like 3 fucking mountain lions because they ended up mauling some fucking cracker that was out there, and they said they were behaving abnormal.
That ain't abnormal.
His ass behaving abnormal.
Right, you're right. You gonna go into the habitat of 3 fucking mountain lions? You dumbass.
This is not a drill.
They was in the area behaving
Two words you should
abnormal.
avoid: a mountain and a lion.
Right.
Exactly. Because both can kill you. A lion can kill you. All right.
This is Esau.
Even a mountain lion, it's a small lion, but yeah, I think a mountain lion full grown is right around about 300 pounds. But hey, you ever been scratched by a little bitty cat? Bit by a little bitty cat?
They
What
powerful,
the fuck
man.
you think will happen when the cat is 300 plus pounds biting and scratching?
They powerful, man.
All right?
Just like
Stupid
a
ass.
fucking leopard about that size, a little muscular. A leopard fucking go under the water, snatch a goddamn caiman alligator, and climb in the tree with that bitch.
There you go, man.
Them power, mountain
They strong,
lions,
man.
powerful, man.
But you broke it down.
Yeah, I saw a show when it did that.
Yeah,
Snatched up an alligator and ran right up the tree with it.
them cats, man, them big cats are motherfucking powerful, man.
You ever seen a small, like you saying, the small cat, it will clench your leg, bite you. You can't get that bitch off. That motherfucker locked on them. You're going to either have to kill that bitch or that motherfucker going to have to release you. And that, a little cat can do a lot of fucking damage.
Regular.
I got that Job 13 for you.
Go ahead, bro.
Job 13:4. It says, but ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value.
Right. So here you go, giving reports about death
Physicians of no
overnight.
Right.
You in the morning you're labeling it corona, and there's been no toxicology report, man. And the toxicology report takes on an average of 2 to 3 weeks, man. So these numbers are being fabricated, and then you got an army of doctors and medical personnel that are quitting and that are coming out and just and making videos talking about this stuff, man. Like they're coming against what's her name? Nurse Crystal Clear, man. You know?
Oh yeah.
She laid it down, man. And she's not the only one. Now you got doctors that are making videos talking about this, man. There was some video surfaced from 2014, and the guy was talking about all this stuff back then.
Damn.
And how they planned on doing this back then.
Yeah.
All right. And look, this is Amos 3:7. It says, surely Yahweh power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, man. And the prophets have been on the highways and byways, all right, and on the airwaves, all right, telling you these things for many, many years, man.
That's right.
All right. For damn near going on like 35 something years, they've been telling you, man. And it's been on the internet for the last 12.
That's right.
All right. They're going on 13.
That's
About 13 years, man. All right.
Hey, and another thing about that, like the elder was saying, you don't get that toxicology report, but with the boogeyman out there, the coronavirus quarantine, and one thing about quarantine is for sick people, to lock sick people in a hospital so they won't infect the public. Martial law is when they strip your rights and lock your ass in the house. Mm-hmm. So we not in a quarantine. I'm not sick. These brothers not sick, but you know what I'm saying? So one thing about that is, if you can't come outside to attend the funeral, if you can't have the body processed through a morgue, they taking them organs, man. You can't even go to a.
Oh yeah,
they taking them organs.
Oh yeah, especially if you're healthy.
Taking all them organs, man.
Right. It's just like when they start utilizing them 30,000 guillotines that came here to America, man. The healthy people, what do you think they're gonna do with their organs when they go to the guillotine? All right. It ain't nothing new, man. Right. Them Israelis been over there harvesting the Palestinian organs for many, many years now, man. All right.
They take organs, melanin, Hey, this man
This guy's
is
a
the
fucking
damn
demon, man.
devil,
Yeah,
man.
because they
Job
sell
9 and
melanin
24.
pills, man.
Yeah.
That super big titty, funny looking,
Oh yeah,
Swedish bitch.
Yeah.
You know, been popping them, eating Jake baby pills, eating them damn melanin pills.
See these pills.
Right.
her husband do it.
Yeah, she's sitting up here dark as Benji.
Hmm.
All right, on a whole Edomite.
With blonde hair.
Right.
Looking
Right.
Looking
yeah.
crazy,
Goofy
right?
little motherfucker.
Look, right. She got the collagen injections. Look like she took a 2-piece, one in each lip. Right. You know,
Quick combo.
The quick one,
Man, your ass right up like on a cartoon and shit.
right.
Because
Because it don't look when they get it, you know, when they do it.
That Botox.
Yeah, man, it looked like they took 2 to the mouth, man, one in each lip. Like, damn, he hit you square, right, all right hand to the bottom lip, all left to the top. Just, you know, because it ain't sexy, baby. You look like, you know, like you got punched.
Yeah, but they taking Jake's stuff, man. They taking them organs, man. But these are the same people, man. You put your trust in. You got this fucking this weirdo who never been a doctor. This fucking nerd,
right.
this Illuminati scientist, Bill Gates. You know, Billy Gates and the Body Boys. You know, telling you about fucking you society and never be regular again, which it won't.
And it won't.
They got that clarification thing where everybody get vaccinated before they enter back into the natural society.
Con.
And you niggas ready to take the chip
And that's
to
what he's
come
pushing.
outside.
He's pushing it hard. And then I was watching Really Grace today, even though I learned it before her, but she broke it down, man. His whole look, he come from a line of eugenicists, man.
Yes.
Of people who are all about population control. That dude is directly related to Margaret Sanger, man.
Yeah.
She's in his
They look alike. They
Yeah.
look alike.
That's crazy.
You know, yeah, he kind of do. She's like one of his grandmother, some shit like that, man.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Damn.
he's directly related to her, man.
And yeah, that's
Because she hooked up. She hooked up with one of Sigmund Freud's assistants or something. You know, way back in the day, and you know that Sigmund Freud, they were all into that Darwinism, and they tried to marry that paganism to the Bible, man.
Yeah.
Because they took this newly created false science, you know, that's at 1 Timothy 6:20. They took the false science of Darwinism, and they married it to the Bible, man. And what was that other dude's name? It was a one-mother guy. What is his goddamn name? I can't think of his name right now. No, but his name escapes me right now. But nevertheless, they took the Bible and they married the whole Negroid, Caucasoid, Mongoloid bullshit. Which is all bullshit. And how they would draw the skulls of a Negro like a fucking monkey and shit. But they married that they took the Negroid, Caucasoid, Mongoloid, and they made that Ham, Shem, and Japheth.
Yeah.
And that's why you still got Jakes and idiots out there that try to say that Japheth is the so-called white man.
Yeah.
All right. That right. But that's what they tried to do. And I have a simple question for you idiots who still, even though the Bible gives you the history of how the so-called white man took over Japheth's land and started calling his name by Japheth's names and lands. All right. But where are the prophecies that Japheth would do in the world what Esau was prophesied to do?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Where is it that it said that Japheth would take the children of Israel into captivity and sell them all over the world? Where is it the scriptures that said that Japheth would go into the heavens? You know, where is the scripture said Japheth was red?
Right.
And that he was from, and then where is the scripture said that Japheth lived in the cleft of the rock? You people just need to shut the fuck up.
That's right.
Excuse my French. But you really do, man. So, and now what else is this surface? Now these guys screaming for attention. Now that's flat earth mess, which is it's not even edifying, man. It's not, it's an argument. Well, first of all, it's stupid because the world is clearly not flat, man. But especially if you've traveled and been abroad, man. But the world is not flat. And even if it was, for argument's sake,
What does it do?
What edification? All right, because you got these guys that want to make a name for themselves, and look at what's going on in the earth.
It ain't vital for salvation, man.
It's not vital for salvation at all.
And he's the same guys that's gonna accept a Billy Gates immunization certificate. All right, they gonna accept that Bill Gates immunization certificate, man. You know, because they believe, hey, that's an ideology of Esau, man.
God.
The flat Earth, man.
And Bill Gates is no different from the Federal Reserve, man. It's not even American. I mean, it has nothing to do with the Federal Reserve is not a part of your government, but yet it acts in a position as if it is, and you Americans allow it to happen.
All right. Bill Gates said if you want things to go back to normal, it won't happen until everybody takes the vaccine.
So why does Bill Gates get to dictate policy in America?
Wow.
What's the difference? That's what I mean. That's what I'm making the comparison between him and the Federal Reserve is a privately owned bank, man. But yet it's not federal at all.
It's not federal at all.
It's not federal at all, but yet it dictates policy here in America, and you Americans allow it to happen. That's what I said, that Americans are docile, stupid, and beyond dumbed down, because if this was Germany, if this was
Russia,
hell, what them damn Greeks, man, they riot like a motherfucker every time you play with their money, man.
Even Italy was just going
Even
there for a
Italy,
whole
man.
year.
Exactly, man. Look at what's
Well,
going on
France,
in
they'll still
what's going on in
be
France.
That's what I
France ain't
meant.
slowed down yet, man.
That's what I meant, France. All right, that's what I meant, France. And, you know, and the French is getting roused up. That's saying a lot, man. You know, the frogs is, they like that.
I got that scripture you had quoted because it go into that flat Earth and it go into the eugenics and all that other BS too. All right, this is with the elder, just going off the elder. This is 1 Timothy 6 and verse 20. It says, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, falsely so called.
Right, and they always try to run to their fabricated science, man. DNA and all that. You have a group of Israeli scientists that already admitted that DNA can and has been fabricated. You could actually. They even told you that on Martin, one of the jokes. The dude said, "I got a guy who can make the DNA test come out back however you need it." Right.
Right.
You know, so there you go, man. The science falsely so called, man.
Them two twins do what Ancestry.com.
Three.
Oh, it was
It was triplets, identical triplets.
They came back with different fucking.
They all
languages.
had different languages. Yeah,
That's funny.
and it shut. Yeah, it is funny. And they all had to. They got shot out the same nutsack and came out the same womb. All right, but yet all three of them took the swab and sent it in, and all their ethnicities were different, but yet they were identical triplets, man. And it was some Edomite, but they were some decent Edomite bitches too, man. They were actually, attractive.
Niggas really
Science,
believe in that
so-called
DNA, man.
falsehood, man.
I got a quick precept to back you up. This on Titus 3 and 9. But avoid foolish questions and genealogy and contentions and strife about the law, for they are unprofitable and vain.
There you go, brother, because the scriptures talk about the circuit of the earth. It refers to the world. The earth is a sphere. But yet, in a sphere, it's like I'm looking at a little tiny basketball. That's a sphere, man. All right. So I don't get it, man. And it also makes sense as why it's dark on one side of the earth and it's light on another side of the earth. Right? Yeah, I mean, just saying. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to state the facts. Right? When it's dark in Thailand, is daylight in America. I mean, it's just the way it goes,
stupid.
man. So if it was all flat, it would just be light and dark at the same time. Yep. Matter of fact, what would be the need for time zones?
Exactly.
There will be no need for it.
It would be no need for a time zone, man, whatsoever. Because if the world was flat, it'd be 3 o'clock all the way across the world at the same fucking time. You bunch of some dumb ass people.
I got a quick one for you. This is Sirach 20 and 24.
Excuse my French, man, but that just gets me heated. It's stupidity, man. It's malarkey.
The discourse of fools is irksome.
Man.
It's fucking irksome, man. Like the men of the Lord get mad, man. This is Sirach 20 and 24. It says, a lie is a foul blot in a man, yet it is continually in the mouth of the untaught. So, you people, you have no choice but to regurgitate lies. Because Yahweh Shai brought you to the light, man. There's some guys trying to come up some other way, trying to make a name for themselves.
Exactly.
You learn from the elders, like a lot of these groups, man. You know, these guys, they see it as a fad. They see the garments, they see the brothers, they see the brotherhood,
Right.
The attention.
or they see the attention. Right, they see they see the women on the comic board, whatever, and they decide that they want to, you know, that they want to try and come up some other way, man.
Yeah.
So they're gonna listen to IUIC and HOI, listen to ISUPK, listen to listen to a little bit of GMS, and then they throw that shit in the pot and they mix it up, turn the fire up. The next thing you know, they out there screaming and hollering.
Israelite gumbo.
They were right, exactly, man. And it's just a mess, man. And they got a portion of all these different doctrines, man.
You're right.
You know, and they just bugged out because they trying to be. Hey, John 15:16. Somebody get that, man. Look, it ain't meant for everybody to go on the highways and byways to do this thing, man. You got to be called to do this. As a matter of fact, a lot of guys come into this and they never go on the highways and byways. That's a sign that you're probably not called.
Exactly.
All right. Because it, you know, just like it says, we can't negate the gathering of together. Even during this quarantine, brothers are still trying to get together as much as they can to do the work until they take this internet away. And the way Esau is getting exposed, that won't be long, man. So the family of the word is that's also in its beginning stages too. The family of the word is upon you, man. Just like Jacob's trouble.
Right. And everything, even the shit we laugh about, or even everything we going into is all of the prophecy, man. Every single thing from the top to the bottom, man. These are the things that's vital for salvation, man, to be pushed at these times.
That's right.
Not the goddamn flat earth, man.
That's right.
And what he's
Slap you across your bald, round ass head. Right.
Hey, but it's in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, like you said, the things we should be talking about, because in 2nd Ezra 9 it says this is when Yahweh is going to start visiting the earth.
Yeah.
By these prophecies, these signs. This is how you measure things, right? Like Yahweh Shah said, you niggas could discern the sky to tell the fucking weather, but you don't know the coming of the son of man.
Times, man.
Because the Lord ain't dealing with them, man. They don't the prophecies, man. He said he revealed the secrets to the prophets. Man.
That's right.
And the prophets, you got that, John?
This is John 15:16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit.
And everyone in this room has done that, man. And what we do is we pray the Lord keep the spirit on us so we can continue, man. All right? Because that's a scary thing to get cast, to be a castaway, man. All right? To do the work of the Lord, and then you know, for whatever reason, your hand is removed from the plow, man. That's a frightening thing, man. That's horrifying. Right, that's a horrifying thing. What I'm gonna go back to? It ain't, especially at this point.
Right.
You can't leave the house. What the hell you gonna go back to, man?
You can't do shit.
That's why you got a lot of bootleg ass niggas trying to come back, man. These niggas who just walked off into the sun, who thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
Whose girlfriend wanted to go on a fucking date at McDonald's every Saturday.
Right.
You got them trying to come back and shalom and shit on Facebook. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
man.
and it's funny too how many
niggas,
people that I talked to in the past have been reaching out, calling and texting and asking questions, man. Guys and women too. It's a lot of women that's been hitting me up. You know, it's like, oh no, bitch, why you hitting me up now?
Right.
You know.
There you go, man. Hey, this is our time, man. How lots is our?
This Matthew 22:14. For many are called, but few are chosen. So only few are chosen in this day. So you got a lot of people that's called. They think they got the truth. They think they got understanding, but only the chosen is gonna be the elect. You other niggas, man, y'all gonna be destroyed, man. Y'all should have been listening from the get-go.
Hey, because it goes to the parable, man. They got cast away with the cares of this world, man. And
Got caught up.
That
Got
a soldier.
Mexico City on here.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
Right, can't possibly.
Hey,
Ain't no man that entangles himself with the affairs of this life, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. It takes the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, man, because the house of David is an army. We were called to be soldiers and pilgrims in this thing, man. So it takes a whole different mindset. And a lot of guys, like it says in the Gospels, the word gets choked out because the cares of this life. You know, they weren't ready and willing to say fuck this place and to cleave onto Yahweh Shem Shai.
Which is the average woman. The average Israelite woman, the majority, man.
Yeah.
It was a-
Because they don't want to let go of this world fully, man. They'll say they believe and all this stuff, but then they still get a man of the Lord a hard time, man.
Look back in terms of salt.
Yeah, and it was a nigga woman on live talking saying, "Oh, this coronavirus, you need to go, cause I'm tired of being a mama in the crib.
Yeah.
I'm tired,
Trump.
I'm tired of staying in the house all day.
Yeah.
You corona, you need to go, cause all I'm doing is getting drunk every day now, having sex. See, all you like that today, Tamar Braxton. Oh, bitch.
I hate that.
You know, they want to shake their ass and do hood rat shit with their friends. But see, now all I'm doing, when she say something to the effect, all I'm doing is, you know, taking care of the kids, staying in the house. All you doing is being a fucking woman, man.
Yeah.
See, Esau has
They
That's
can't
right,
be
because
that.
they don't
They don't
want to be women.
They want to be sluts and whores.
Right.
Right.
You know what?
Like the Insta thoughts are all,
Yes.
you know, they don't have nothing to do now. You know,
Right.
Nothing.
they can't.
Nobody to do.
Right, they don't have nobody to do. It's amazing though, just how these women basically turn themselves into whores for hire.
Oh yeah,
For
they go
big
into
money,
they go
man.
into OnlyFans. now.
OnlyFans. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
OnlyFans. And that's just the code of personality, man.
Yeah,
You want me to click on OnlyFans to see a picture of your titties, man? You got free goddamn all these porn videos, cheap pussy, free pussy. But I'm just gonna click. You got these simp ass. And you gotta blame it on them bathwater drinking niggas, man. You got them bathwater drinking.
And that's why the Lord gonna eliminate them and kill them.
Yeah, the idolatry, man.
Let's do
Right,
it.
worshiping these women, man.
Send me $40 to see a picture of some titties. Bitch, I'm 31 years old. You crazy?
I done seen a lot of titties that I had to pay $40 for.
Yeah,
Actually, tweaking.
At that, at $40.
That's the bathwater
Shit,
nigga.
right.
I seen a
Begging,
bitch
man.
with one titty bigger than the other. She didn't give me no half off prices.
And all of this is madness, man. Cause
I
see,
had
that-
one like that once too.
Right.
they gonna revert back to, but in a minute, truth be told, in a minute, man, they gonna be happy to be somebody woman, man. They gonna be happy to be a woman, man. Sitting up here
my mom
crying.
told me for the first time she's scared. And you know
Yeah.
when I thought about it, when she said that, she said I wasn't really afraid before, but now I'm really afraid.
Good.
And you know, and I thought about it, you know, and I was like, well, that means you really didn't believe until now.
Yeah. See, they don't have faith.
See,
My
now
people
you
gonna be
see,
willing
now you
in that
see
day.
what's happening, and you're like, damn, this, you know.
Yeah. Cause a lot of people always use this thing, you know. A lot of people, you know, they walk through Yahweh Shai, you know, when he was doing the miracles, but then it was bread after that, you know. But then when it was no more bread, the people walked away. But a lot of these people really seen Yahweh Shai did the miracles, and they was like, well, you know what, you know. But then you had the thing with Nathaniel sitting under the tree. It didn't take much. He said, you know, does any good thing come out of Nazareth? He said, hey, before you see that, I seen you under the tree. And then he looked at him. He said, yeah, you the king of Israel. It don't take much for a man with faith. He didn't even see none of that. I mean, afterwards,
How
he
Shai
probably
said he was like, that's all it took.
yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
what
show you
I'm
greater
saying.
works
I'm
than
gonna show
this.
you greater things than
Yeah.
these, man. You know, so the prophets had
That's
that
because
spirit that they
he
think.
because he got the gift of faith, and faith is a gift, man.
Yeah, man.
It's a gift, because if you without faith, nothing is possible. You understand? Because you're just gonna be a bah humbug to everything. You know?
Hey, you said the perfect thing. Hey, when Yahweh Shai, you know, he had his disciples, it got to a point in time, he said, drink my blood, eat my flesh. They seen the miracles, they seen all that. Which means they never really had faith in this man, because once he said that, they left him.
And they couldn't get it. They got offended. And they knew he wasn't sinning. They knew he wasn't into no damn madness like
Cannibalism
that.
or something like that. Yeah.
But you know what? That was an excuse for them to exit stage
Exactly.
left, because they really didn't want to do the work.
That was
That's
the
right.
They
excuse.
used it. They used it. It was an excuse to
Never had faith.
right.
It's getting real.
And that's
man.
heavy, because you think about it, even when you think about the people that came out of Egypt, they seen the shit with their naked eyes.
Yeah.
And the Lord really just cut that faith switch off. Like, some people just ain't got it.
Hey,
Just
it go
don't
back.
have it, man.
It go back full spectrum.
I mean, it's just like arguing with them niggas in the world that I used to hang with, man, trying to get them to understand and who we are, you know. And like I said, one of my guys told me, he said, man, I always believed you. He said, I believed you, but he said, you already said we the chosen, so I'm just gonna do me, bro. He said, yeah, I'm getting the kingdom anyway, right? I said, yeah, but at a horrible cost.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Horrible cost.
He's like,
That's
man,
a
he
good
was
one.
like, man, I want to see all this happen. I want to see
Hell no.
those riots and
There you
food. I'm like, you don't, bro.
Right.
I said, you think you want to see it.
Right.
You don't. I said, you don't, because you're gonna be a victim of
see
it.
it
I was
from
gonna
the
say,
wrong
especially
side.
when you to pray.
Right.
Yeah, your little
Right.
sister and your kids and
You
your,
can see it from the wrong
He
side.
don't understand the Lord to make this man eat his fucking children. Hebrews 10:31, chapter 15 has living power.
right.
Right.
But see, he living good.
That's
Matter of
how it
fact,
come.
both of them, man.
Quails and melons,
They
man.
both was doing 6 figures. He done bought another crib. He got a house in Miami now.
He settled on his lead.
You
Right.
tell that nigga shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't tell that.
You can't tell that
You
nigga
know,
shit,
got a
bro.
Lexus, a house in
Yeah.
Miami. You know,
What's that? The scripture in Amos. It says, "Woe to them that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?"
and he go to Thailand for like 30 days or sometimes even longer than that out of the year. Just bang.
You banging
hoes
them
over there.
damn prostitutes.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas be doing that.
So he go over there
banging
and
cock.
kicking it. And now it's a lot of bitches in Thailand. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, it's a lot of lady men over there. but you know the difference though.
Yeah. You got something I got to preach.
I had some. This is Psalms 28:4. It says, I start at 3. Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. Give them according to their deeds and according to the wickedness of their endeavors. Give them after the work of their hands. Render to them their desert. So the Lord going, hey man, you want to put off your how about Shemi Al-Shai, you want to say you want the action. Well, guess what? The action is going to be to your ruin.
Exactly.
You know, and you want to see the troops and all that shit till the troops is raping your wife and your daughter and maybe your son and maybe even you.
Right.
You know, you want the desolation to come until you're
Right,
starving.
and then they're gonna kill you afterwards.
Right.
They could have just killed you and did it, but now they're gonna make you suffer through it.
Right.
You're gonna have to see and hear it. Right? You're gonna have to see and hear it, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. I just watched that movie again for the second time, and it was really fucked up what happened to this girl. But you know, because I might have to do a sit down on it. But the latest Rambo Last Blood,
Last Blood, the shit.
and you know, Rambo the Last
bad.
Blood ain't no fucking joke, man. And and what happened to that girl, man, was goddamn. And she was young, she was a virgin,
Beautiful.
you know, and but you know what? She was rebellious and she did
Didn't listen.
not listen. Right? And he brought her back, but she didn't make it back. And she told her, I should have listened. He was like, yeah, you should have. You know?
Sat there and died in that truck.
But you know what? But goddamn, what she went through, man. And then it goes to show you too, judgment gotta come on Israel, man, because the Northern Kingdom, man, god damn, they some wicked, heartless. They do the most fucked up shit to that man. Issachar, man. They not only them, but all the Northern Kingdom down there south of the border, man. They do some really, really
remember the video
extra wicked
with
shit
the dog
to.
eating dude dick?
Yeah, man.
I didn't want to say it, but
That
I
shit
know
was
that shit was
yeah, they had the dude tied up with it and standing on his legs with his legs forced open and letting the pit bulls rip his sack off. Who would do what kind of man
that's
would that
folly, man.
do? Just put the man to death, man.
That's fucking worse.
I couldn't even watch a nigga get his dick eaten.
I showed some Mexicans that shit. And then he said he probably really did something bad. Like,
I'm sure he did
probably
something
some
bad.
rapist shit.
He probably
Yeah, they
did
said
something
he was
really bad.
molesting the cop.
Or he may not. He might have just stole some shit. You don't know what it was judgment. But the fact that a man would have in his mind to do something like that is beyond sick. And then to stand there and watch it.
Ariana was just telling me like how he got wind down there. He can't even bring nothing back because of the cartel. He said, man, the cartel fucking try to probably fuck them up, try to bring his own shit back.
Like that last movie they made, and that was actually a good movie. It was probably one of the best, little stories they actually put out about Pablo Escobar. But when he paid the dude like $5,000 because the media was the media was fucking with him, man. They was fucking him over with the media, and you know the main source down there at that time in the 80s was the newspaper. He said, so I'm gonna pay y'all, man, to get your motorbikes, man. Hey, collect all the newspapers, man. I don't want to see this shit about me in the news. So, because he was going into politics.
Right.
You know, he said, I never realized I was in the mafia until I became a politician. The drug cartels wasn't shit to them. So he said, collect all these newspapers. The dude missed one fucking newspaper, man. They tied the nigga arms up. They tied a German Shepherd to the back of the nigga back. And they hit the fucking dog. They hit the dog tearing this shit up and everything up, man. They got this nigga wrapped duct tape to the fucking dog, man.
And then they would hurt the dog, and the dog would get mad and lash out at him.
And fuck dude up.
That's judgment.
Joe,
That's some sick
wicked,
shit,
man.
Shit.
That nigga missed one newspaper, man. They dragged that nigga ass out there that next morning, man, and taped his ass to a dog. Yeah. Nothing was active but the dog head.
Get that death by pain, man. Cause that's
the judgment's coming, man.
That as a matter of fact, you run back that Ezra's too, man. Because that's what's gonna come. Because that's when I saw that movie, man. What those two brothers did to that young girl, you know, who had done them no wrong. She had done nothing, and that just made me think. I also get that when we in Ezra's 14, when we shall live again. So all I could think about, because I got to do a sit down on this movie, man. Because it's like for a girl to be put, for anybody to be put through something like that, that's judgment from on high, man. Because if you looked at her life, the life she was living,
She had a great life.
she had a great life. She grew up on a farm, horses, went to school, was on her way to college. You know, she hadn't really done anything wrong. The girl was still a virgin, you know. And all she wanted to do was go see her dad.
He even let them sit in the bunker, drink, you know, all that.
Yeah.
He's still as long as y'all drink straight and y'all be cool down here, you straight. Like he gave her freedom and shit.
Yeah.
But she was just rebellious.
She was rebellious, and then her grandfather her grandmother told her, your daddy ain't shit. She was like, I want to go see my father. And she drove her ass down to a fucked up part of Mexico, and she never came back.
Her best friend sent her off.
That chick set her up. Yeah, man, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. But get those.
This is
Nah, it's still a lot. Just because that's like the plot line. You got the way it happens. Yeah, that's not really. That's not revealing the movie, man. That's not revealing. Trust me. Anybody who hasn't seen it, that's not enough to reveal the movie because it's a lot. That's just telling you what it's about. It's about a girl who went to Mexico against her parents' will, and she got snatched up, and then the man who raised her wasn't even her real father, which was Rambo, went to go get her. All right, and then the whole storyline of what happens, yeah, that's it. That's what the movie is about. But go ahead.
This is Second Ezra's 9.
Actually, we don't get that last. Give me the
Second Ezra's 14.
The 14, right?
The Second Ezra's 14:35. For after death shall the judgment come, we shall live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared.
There you go, man. So she did some ungodly stuff the last time around to get a judgment like that. And that's what's going to happen to a lot of, just like we see Jakes, who was a good student and all this, that, and the other, and then they get killed in some crazy gang stuff or die in a horrible car accident, or whatever, man. All right? That's the judgment. Hey, my nephew, man, I still don't think to this day he know how his daddy died, man. All right? All he knows, he dies in a construction accident. All right? And as a matter of fact, his mother didn't even know for years. I don't even know if she knows. All right? But I know how he died and what happened to him. The man got cut in half on the job. Man. He got cut in fucking half, man. Right? And he was the nicest guy, man. I used to love this dude, man. And he used to come to that was back in the day, man. He used to come to all my fights, all the events, he used to come to all of them, man, and bring his little brother with him, man. All right? And then he had a son, and his son was 6 months old, man. He was new on the job, construction job, and he got cut in half by a damn backhoe. Yep. He was in a hole because he was a new guy, so he was in a hole digging a ditch or whatever, and the dude, and then they had a new guy in the backhoe, and he spun the backhoe around, and he rolls up out of the hole, nigga. And now, you know, and it's funny because it's his mother-in-law, and you know, and they were like, and not because they all, you know, they believe and they know, and it's like, yeah, that was judgment from last time, because this dude was the nicest dude you could ever met, man. So I'm like, damn,
Paid for something.
he paid for something from before, man.
Hey, that's why the scripture saying John, hey, who did sin, this man or his parents
Huh.
was born blind. It's neither was in that case, but you know, in the ancient world, we had the understanding of what happened. You know, like it says in Ecclesiastes, this judgment in the place under the sun, man. You know, this is where that judgment plays out, man. Like I just read. You know, reincarnation is real, man.
It
It's
plays
all
out here on the
Bible.
earth, and believe me, you and all this death is about to come. All you people that are being victims of this Rona and all this other mess that's about to come. It's because because I'm gonna tell you this: the family gonna be worse than Rona, man. Because Rona is taking people out quick. That family's gonna be a slow, painful, agonizing death, man.
Goddamn spine touching your stomach.
You know, that's gonna be a slow, agonizing, and then some of you gonna get straight eaten.
Mm-hmm.
All right, some of you people are going to be eaten by other people. All right, like dude got knocked out and drugged in the alley.
Yeah.
All right, and got knocked up and picked up and ran to the alley. You're gonna get knocked out and you lose a fight, man. You're gonna end up in a pot.
Lose your
Hey,
right.
I got a scripture.
Lose your fight, lose your
Right.
Going to what you were saying. This is Lamentations 4 and verse 9. It said, "They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
There you go,
For
man.
these pine away, shrinking through the wants of the fruit of the field."
Mm-hmm.
And like going to the pot part, it says, verse 10, it says, "The hands of the pitiful women have silent their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people."
Yeah.
That seed's coming back full
Yeah.
flesh.
And a lot of you people gonna eat your newborns, man. A lot of these babies that are being born, all right. These babies are gonna be they're being born and they're gonna be put in the pot, man.
Baby food.
It's happened before, right? They're gonna be baby food. It's happened before. It's gonna happen again, man. Matter of fact, in World War II, them Germans was over there eating each other, man, and eating and on the Russian front, they were eating bodies that were frozen in the snow too, man. Just in World War II, so not that long ago. All right, the Germans and the Russians were doing it, man. Matter of fact, they showed you that. That's how Hannibal, the Hannibal Lecter story. That's why Hannibal went nuts, man, because he ate his little sister. Yeah, that was the storyline. If you watched Hannibal Rising, and it showed you when he was little how he, and that's what happened. They were some rich fake Jews, and the Germans, you know, came and did what they did because he went hunting them all down as a teenager. Because I used to think, man, this is a nerdy ass doctor. Why he's so dangerous? But his uncle was married to a Japanese chick whose father was a samurai. And he learned all that shit. So he went hunted right. That's what made him so dangerous. And then he became a doctor and he worked on cadavers. So he understood the body. So you had a guy who knew what all your organs was, who also learned the way of the samurai. So that's right. And then he went nuts, man. And it all goes back to his childhood. He harbored all that stuff because he and the soldiers, they all ate his little sister. Because they were all starving to death. And he said, "Take her, she's sick, she's gonna die anyway." And she was. His sister was dying, but they took her out in the woods, knocked over the head, and next thing you know. Because when he killed the last Nazi, the dude was like telling him, "You ate her too. Why you go kill me? You ate her too." You know? But finish with that last scripture.
That shit coming.
Yeah, that Hannibal Rising, man, wasn't no fucking joke, man.
Mm-hmm. This is 2nd Esdras 9th chapter, starting with the 11th verse.
Start at 10.
Start at verse 10. It says, "For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me."
Right? So that's all you celebrity jakes, man. All you well-to-do jakes. All right, you movie stars, you Tyler Perry's out there, and that wicked ass dude, he's responsible for a lot of folly in Israel, man.
Yeah.
A lot of folly, man, and a lot of rebellion with women too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He's been that pro woman worship, you know.
Him and T.D. Jakes, woman,
Mhm.
thou art loose. What scripture is that, nigga?
Oh yeah.
In that perspective, he putting it in. Thou art loose. To do what?
Right, to ride the cock carousel.
Damn nigga, man. That's
Right.
wicked as hell.
And like
man.
I said, a lot of you women been jumping off on one cock to another, been on that cock carousel your whole life. When these lights go out and it gets wild in these streets, the cock carousel gonna ride you.
Yeah.
You gonna find out why you supposed to be bound to your husband
Yeah.
as long as he lived it, as the law said.
It'll be filled with their
Woman
own
down,
devices. Man.
Yep, you
Get
right.
out of here, man.
Lord, right. The Lord gonna kill you with what you bring. Go ahead, brother.
Shit.
All right. It says, verse 11, they have loathed my law while they yet had liberty.
Mm-hmm.
When as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain.
There it is, man. So a lot of death by pain is gonna come, man. All right, because I imagine when this corona take people, you know, they pass out, they go to sleep, and they just don't wake up. But the death that's coming is gonna be way worse than that, man. All right, and especially that famine, man. All right, and you know, you just go back and you watch, you know, some of those Purge movies, man.
Book of Eli.
Yeah, it's
You
gonna.
see that human meat too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right, because he said they got meat. They was sitting out in the middle of the damn desert, and because he brought the plate, and he was like, I don't need that. And he said, you seen the cows when we walked in?
Right.
All right. You see any sheep, any farm animals? Right, but all you see is graves, and they got meat.
The bones
The motherfuckers was shaking.
No, that's human.
and machine guns.
That's humane.
Yep.
Right,
That's Esau. And the rest of these motherfuckers.
right. And then I get to your front door, knock on the door, you trap me in a hole. Right. So they trap you in a hole, just come over, pop, pop.
Right.
Throw your ass on the grill, boy.
Man.
Hey man, that's why we need, like I've been saying, there's been a vibration. We need divine intervention, man, to make it every day, let alone in this shit is real. Man.
Right. It's real. And it's getting realer and realer, man. All right. So, hey, you know, for you people out there, enjoy whatever food and condiments that you have. Enjoy it. Because you're not going to be able to, because a steak going to be something only the elites get to have, man. Real soon.
The Hunger Games, man.
All right.
They might play with you niggas like in the Hunger Games, have fucking whack each other, give them some
Yeah. That's another good movie, too. I peeped that movie, The Hunt, man. That shit
Yeah, I gotta
wild as
watch
hell,
it.
man.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you right now, that movie is violent as fuck.
It's on Netflix.
No, it ain't on Netflix.
Damn.
Not yet.
That movie is crazy, you know. You know, now my stepson got that fire stick thing, whatever you call it. But yeah, but that movie is violent as fuck, man. And it's so and another thing that they're trying to do, they're trying to make fun of truthers on the internet. You know, I tell you that much. They're trying to make fun of conspiracy theories and all that other stuff, man.
Oh,
They
shit,
do
they
that all
ready
the
to shut
time.
that, and they ready to shut
And so
that famine coming.
the famine is also going to be the famine of the word. They're going to shut down because what's happening here is that you can first get your closing scriptures, man. We're going to shut it down. But E is losing the information war, just like Hillary Clinton said, man. All right,
Margaret Sanger Jr.
They're losing the information battle, the war, and the problem is that the public is now becoming very, very well informed, and Esau does not benefit from having a well informed public. That's not beneficial to him. But Esau needs you to be completely blind, not know what's going on, and can totally 100% dependent on him and believe whatever he says. And they've lost control of the narrative. And that's what the problem is, man. They don't have control of the narrative anymore. And the only reason that the internet is not shut down already is because they're still using it. but the internet is destroying them and exposing all their plans, man. And which is prophesied that would happen. All right, the Psalm 6, you got certain Edomites are gonna have that Psalm 64:8 spirit where they can't help themselves. You know,
My man Rampage, that movie.
Yep. They are making it illegal to speak again, basically making conspiracy theories illegal, but they using this coronavirus and 5G shit
to do it.
catalyst for it. Yep.
They there it is, man. So this whole false lie, they trying to protect it, and the coronavirus, like we've been telling you, was just to hide the crash of the dollar. The dollar is there.
Oh yeah.
So they've already put that. Go ahead, man.
Well, that and also Iran since December. America and Iran been going back and forth.
Back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They done bomb Iran and bombed an American soldier, a British soldier, and that they gotta hide that because then the rest of the nation see how weak America has gotten. You know, and soon they're gonna know that because America's been divided. And what's next, man?
Civil War and World War.
Yep.
And when this place goes, it's gonna
go.
It's gonna go up, man, and that's soon. It's already in the works, man.
Yep.
You can't see it coming is because you purposely looking the other way.
Like a fucking buffoon.
All right? Yeah, don't be looking for that. You got people thinking that look, what is it? AMC is the biggest movie company in America, and they're saying AMC ain't coming back. Ain't nothing coming back, man.
That's right.
It's only been 4 weeks.
Yeah, ain't
For
nothing
them to
coming back.
bankrupt in 4 weeks.
You
that's a lot.
still, they goes to show you, man. You still got what, about 3.5 weeks left of this, supposedly. All right. So yeah, and it's gonna be in between now and then. It's gonna probably get a lot worse. And we're expecting, and Esau been telling you that it's getting ready to be a lot of death. They've been telling you.
Right.
So we're about 7.
So
we're about 7 days away from this mass death. So we don't know what they're gonna do, man.
Turn that radiation.
They're gonna turn the radiation
Yeah, they
up.
gonna hit that
Them
down.
towers, because them towers are already up in Chicago, and they're gonna put them up more and more because they're all over the west side and the southwest side. They're gonna probably send them to the east side where I am and put them all in the low end now. So they're gonna start, and them towers go up overnight, man. And as a matter of fact, I was talking to my son today, and he was telling me that he knows a guy who was working on them things, putting them up out in California. And the dude told him that they were full hazmat suits. They were full blown hazmat suits when they put those towers up, man. So if you got to put on a hazmat suit to construct a pole, a tower, duh. Then you go. So then you go. So you put on a hazmat suit and put it up right in the middle of a residential neighborhood. Turn it on, and it's humming and vibrating. And then you walk away and drive away in your truck.
Dumb nigga.
That's supposed to be safe.
Right. And it's 50 feet away from a bedroom with newborns and shit. A pregnant mother with breast milk.
Hey, it's about time. Hey, what is it? The hands coming home to roost, whatever.
God.
Hey, America, they bombed. They dropped Agent Orange on these different countries.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking dropped the
Hiroshima.
They dropped the Yep, on Hiroshima, and them people got fucked up off that shit.
They still fucked up.
Yeah.
You still have children,
Oh,
third
yeah,
generation.
shit.
These are grandchildren now, and they're still being born
Flippers and
deformed.
shit.
Right.
They ain't got feet. They got flippers.
Yeah, they do.
No missing fingers or missing an ear. Just weird shit happened to them.
Yep. Hey, so it's about time. Esau, you finna get judged, man. Shit you did.
You reap what you sow, man. The
Yeah,
seed is
and
up.
not to mention you shit what you eat. You fucked up America, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You right. You can't shit and then bathe in the same water you shit in.
You see that politician crying, so it's time for repentance. God, we sorry. Esau got his ass on the TV talking. God, we niggas.
You know what? One last scripture.
Though he
Now
saw
you
it
said
with
that.
tears.
Though he saw it with tears.
Right.
Con. Yeah, I remember that.
We sorry.
You're right. Yeah. It's too late, man.
Don't be sorry, ho.
Be careful.
That's it.
Right. We don't want your sorry, man. Matter of fact, we don't want your sorry. We don't want your reparations. We don't want none of that, man. We want you building up our walls.
We want your sorry ass.
I got
Right.
you. This is Hebrews 12:17. Actually, I'm starting at 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterwards, when he was selected, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
Mm-hmm. So all that crying and begging, your prayer is an abomination, right? And the Lord clearly said, man, you got to reap what you sow, man. Galatians 6 and 7 applies to you. There's no hope for you. Okay, so with that, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kadash,
Wow, Abba, Ball.
Abba, Ball.